We've had a driving rainstorm make its way through the plains, and it definitely is going to be a factor here this afternoon at Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. They'll start on the ground with Spears. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. Second down and 8. Throwing now, Ward. Got his man, and that's the rookie fourth-round pick. Now he's loose down the middle of the field. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Kyle Manor, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Titans are on the board here first in the season opener. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Joey slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Looking to put a drive together. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. To throw is Nix. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead them to 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on it. Oh, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Titans. Kyle Manor making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now 14-0. Joey slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 45. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Nix from the shotgun. That's blocked by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and off the play action, he'll look to throw it. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. And he is going to get this close to the 1st down markers. He's brought down at the Titans' 27. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Trying to run for it, here's Hardy. And he will have the Broncos 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
That's good for a Broncos 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Franklin. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Broncos have cut it back within a score. Lutz with the extra point. And that'll make our score 14-7. And they'll accept that penalty. And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2.
The Broncos
they'll look to throw. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. Here's Ward. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
On the toss, it's Spears. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
And this is going to be dropped. Oh, my gracious. There was no one in his area code, but he could not hang on to it.
And this was a little bit of the knock on him coming out of college. Sometimes the concentration could wander a bit. This should have been a big play, but somehow he's not able to corral it.
A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Now it's Nix. And open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
16 yards. And the Broncos 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
To throw, here's Nix. Open man, and again it's Sutton. And the Broncos are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
First down. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Throwing Nix. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun.
And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Broncos have come back to make it a 2-point game. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Lutz now to kick this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And
that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26. A big play that time for the Titans. 43 yards.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
So a first and 10 now in Denver territory at the 26-yard line. Throwing is Ward. Here's a screen now for Pollard. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Tony Pollard, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Titans are able to widen their advantage.
The kick is good.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is up to 8. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. 18 more yards there, and another first down.
That's another Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Captain.
Here's Nix. A short throw to Ingram. He'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3 at the Titans' 24-yard line.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Bombers. Hold on a sec. One square. Ready.
Nix to the air. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Titans will take over here just shy of the 30. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. No matter what the defense throws at them, they feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Well, whatever they called on defense, they made sure they were ready for the pass on that snap, made the proper adjustments, and helped force it incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Now Ward. Now he's going to step up and run. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Ward. And it'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. To throw is Ward. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Hand off to Spears. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Well, a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. That's complete to DK. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
A gain of 17 yards. It's 4th down.
They'll try and throw forward with Ward. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack.
At the 45-yard line.
Working out of the gun is Nix. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It's now 3rd.
We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot. Backed up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. Ward off the play fake. And throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
They fake the handoff. Now Ward. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They're facing some long odds here if they hope to convert as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 4th down, the former All-Pro Johnny Hekker on to punt for Tennessee. Back deep to return is Marvin Mims. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they do have terrific starting field position, but no timeouts to work with, so they'll need to operate quickly. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Broncos
on first down, he'll drop to throw. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that is incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And that will be in.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
A final shot before break. Nix. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Kevin Winston. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Oh, and some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now. Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long game or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
From the gun on third down, it's Nix. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 47. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And not a whole lot of room to operate there in the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They're going. It's Nix. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Titans force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. And he comes back with one complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. To throw, here's Ward. Now he'll tuck this and run. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing. It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Finding Sutton on the out route, who makes the catch. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Hold on, set. Ready. Captain.
They'll go for it. Here's Nix. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And that will force a turnover on downs. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Throwing now, Ward. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Trying to lay one up deep. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here's Ward. Now he's going to step up and run. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
Here we go, stretch.
From the gun, here's Ward.
First down, Tennessee.
And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Titans. They've got the football. They'll be looking to extend their lead here as we begin the fourth quarter. 2nd and 10. And here's a give to Spears. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Ward. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
They'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
To throw is Nix. And this one's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down. Nix looking to throw again. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. The job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Throwing Nix. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Bombers.
To throw, here's Nix. Quickly into the hands of Mims. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first.
A gain of 13 on the play. It's 4th down.
Joe. Captain.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Amari Hooker. And the Titans are going to get the...
It was cover 3, and that was cover 2, and it was a blitz.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
Just because you got the lead in the fourth, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Throwing is Ward. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Intercepted. The Broncos take over first and 10 at the 27.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. This 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and
Nix to the air. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now it's Nix. He'll try and do this himself. But he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. First and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts.
at the 8-yard line.
Nix from the shotgun. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked up by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Titans are going to take possession here as they got it at their own 4-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received a gift, that takeaway. Even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha on defense, that grouchy guy. Forget what the coaches said. I'll guarantee you, he told the quarterback, we just took care of you. Now you take care of us.
Ward. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Ward from the gun on 3rd down. Pass to Tony Pollard out of the backfield. And he will have the Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 6. And the Titans
now Ward. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Nick Bonito in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
They'll drop this underneath to Pollard. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away and trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. That is incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Touchdown! Cortland Sutton, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Broncos have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. They'll look to throw. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the 4th. What a start to the season this has been. Back and forth, all tied 4th quarter as the kick is away here. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. This is 1st and 10. Now Spears to begin the drive. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know you're trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And Spears with another carry. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Off play action, Ward. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like that there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going after passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. To throw is Ward. He'll try and do this himself. And not enough on the throw that time as that one is incomplete.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now 4th down. You've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made in my estimation.
Ward to throw for it on 4th. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Go check, go check. Go.
From the gun, Ward. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. Now he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Again, it's Ward. Short throw taken in by Conquo. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Here's 2nd down and 3.
Let's go, Nick.
To throw, here's Ward. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple.
Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Picked off by Alex Singleton. And the Broncos are going to have it here just past the 25. Here's 1st down.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Here's Nix. Now he'll tuck this and run. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And here in overtime, a quick reminder, the game no longer ends following an offensive touchdown on the opening drive. Both sides will have the chance to possess the ball unless there's a defensive touchdown. In that case, the game will end right there. So conditioning going to be a factor here. Who can hold up to the test? It's overtime here in week 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they get the ball first here in this overtime period. Remember, even if they score a touchdown, it's not over. There's always a chance to go and score a touchdown the other way, but they can certainly give a leg up with a solid drive here. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Now they'll fake the jet sweep here and throw off play action. That's taken in by Franklin. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 36 yards on the play. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down. He'll try to run with this. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. Still shedding tackles. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A chance now to strike first in the overtime session and get a big leg up. 1st and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small.
And this is a touchdown. That's not over yet, but they draw first blood here in this overtime. Wants to try to end the PAT. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. After the touchdown, wants to kick it off. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, called it the 21. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving. And got his man complete. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Titans. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces to see the present, making plays, and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for Denver, they can breathe a sigh of relief as they're able to eke out the one-point victory here in the opener. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
I check the doors, check the windows, and pull the blinds. I check the clock, wondering what he'll pull this time. I have a feeling that necromancer's outside, and I'm just trying to stay quiet. I don't sleep much, that's crazy. How'd you know that? I keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that. Ooh, promises and contracts I used to keep. I don't sleep much, that's crazy. How'd you know that? I keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that. Ooh, my hallucination. I used to see. Wake up and I found out, did it change up? Wait, did it change up? Is it light out? Yeah, did it find out? Better walk around the edge of the room in the bed with my arm on face around, better try.